done and ambience be created.
A will to be read.
Shall I lay another log, sir?
I don't think that'll be necessary, Sanders.
Then I shall speak to the coffee.
Every 20 years, someone in this family dies and they need a will. You'd think they know how to do it by now without all this rigmarole.
It's ambience, dear. You need ambience in this kind of situation. It gives a comfortable mood to the grieving relative.
What grieving relatives? This family's never grieved. They've been grabbing, stealing, and murdering each other for 100 years. They don't need ambience here. They need a cage.
Well, we weren't exactly bound by family ties either.
All I did here was murder you for your inheritance. It was nothing personal.
I know that, dear.
Be careful, they'll see you.
I'm a ghost. You can't see ghosts.
Well, they can't see paper floating in the air, so put it down.
All right. Come on, I want to fix my hair before they get started.
What on earth for? No one can see you.
It's the principle of the thing, Wrigley. We're representing generations of deceased relatives.
Judith, this is absurd.
No, dear. It's tradition.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Just coffee, thank you.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
Sugar.
Thank you, no.
Let me take your coat, Miss Kaya.
Thank you, Sanders.
May I offer my sincere condolences on your uncle's death?
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? One minute you're alive with millions of dollars, and the next you're not. My brother and his wife will be right in.
All right, we'll just get started when they get here.
How long does it take Howard to get that big? Ghoulish, isn't it?
Excuse me,
It's like a Charles Adams cartoon. So was Uncle Edmund.
I'm Seymour Meade.
Where's Jason?
I'm Edwin Randolph,
Probably inventorying the silver.
lawyer.
What?
I'm the lawyer.
Good then, let's get on with it.
We'll now commence with the reading of the will.
I have the strangest feeling we're being watched.
They don't let crazy people write wills.
He did. He let one write one with our character.
I assure you that Mr. Edwin Randolph was of sound mind when he wrote this.
He hung in the attic with bags.
Nevertheless,
We'll contest it.
it'll tie up the estate in probate for years.
There's got to be a loophole. You're a lawyer. Find it. Maybe you read it wrong. Here, read it again.
I assure you, Miss Randolph, that
Maybe you missed the codicil.
that was the codicil.
I'll read it again, Meade.
But
Humor us.
I, Edwin Randolph, being of sound mind, do hereby bequeath.
Not the whole thing.
Just the part where he went a little nuts.
I beg your pardon, but since we were mentioned in the first part, may Mrs. Jessel and I assume then that the small amount we were left will not be contested?
Small.
Merely in comparison, madam. Merely in comparison.
I'm afraid everything is contingent upon the codicil.
I know how concerned you all are with our well-being, but please be assured that if the tax-free $35,000 that I am to receive each year, instead of this annual $50,000 is not contested, it'll go by anything to our simple needs until we die, which could be very soon.
I always said Mr. Randolph was a thoughtful man,
A good man.
A fine man.
a kind man.
A dead man.
Well, yes, that too.
So if we could get on to this.
Yes, certainly. Now let's see. We left off here. To my firstborn blood relative, my heir, my only nephew, my brother's only son, my...
Good, great, anything, Meade, just read it.
Then I'll just skip this little section here.
Skip.
To Jason Randolph and his sister Kaya Randolph, I leave my entire art collection consisting of 3 Degas, 2 Picassos, 4 Chagall sketches, 2 Cleats, 1 Delvaux, and a rodent bronze. And to my nephew's beautiful wife Barbara, I leave my entire estate, all its contents, my stock portfolio in $20 million.
What? I didn't hear that before.
He was a good man, a fine man.
A kind man.
Would everyone stop saying that? Are you saying that my uncle, left everything to my wife, who only saw once from across the floor at the wake of a cousin who didn't even know? My wife gets everything?
Of course not. You and your sister share in his art collection equally. And your wife is not exactly a stranger. You'll share in it equally, I assume.
Of course, dear Kaya, equally of course.
Now, with the will read and viewed in proper perspective, this, again, is the codicil. All bequests shall be nullified if the deed to the estate is not found within 24 hours from now.
I still can't believe he lost it.
He didn't lose it. He hid it.
He what?
He hid it.
Hit it, he said hit it, you said hit it.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Now you see what I mean?
Wait a minute. There's got to be a copy. Everyone keeps copies. Your bank must have a copy.
No copy.
What do you mean, no copy? There's a Xerox machine in your lobby. All you have to do is push the button.
We don't have a copy because your uncle didn't trust banks.
Then where did he keep his money?
With the deed.
What are you saying?
I know what he's saying.
He can't be saying that.
I'm afraid I am.
Everything, 20 million of everything.
Including certificates of ownership for all his paintings, antiques, stock.
He was crazy.
Again, I strongly advise you not to make that claim. It could negate the entire will.
And what if we can't find it in 24 hours?
Then the state of California becomes the sole beneficiary.
And if we do find it, no one will be able to contest it?
Exactly.
Where's my money?
Our money, where's our money?
That seems to be the essence of the codicil.
That's my money.
If I may be so bold.
I was the firstborn.
If I may be so bold.
He was my blood relative.
If I may.
Oh, what is it, Sanders?
Miss Kaya is correct.
What are you talking about?
It is our money.
Our money, if I may, is what is missing. What do you all mean, our?
When everyone stops saying that word, no one draws up a deed without recording it. There has to be a record somewhere.
Right. Problem solved.
Except, madam, for those of us who are left merely money.
That, if I may point out, is still missing and can't be copied. Oh my God, I forgot about my money. Our money.
To be sure, madam.
Okay, first things first. We'll get a copy of the deed and...
I'm afraid the problem is more intricate than you realize, Mrs. Randolph.
There's more?
I could have bet on that.
The estate sits on a Spanish land grant.
On Santa Catalina Island?
Santa Catalina Island, yes.
I'm not buying this.
There are quite a few Spanish land grants in California.
In the Santa Clara Valley, yes. In San Diego, yes. But not offshore, not 26 miles into the Pacific, and not under my estate. Oh, our estate.
As a matter of fact, the grant covers the entire island. And if you can find it, you'll own Catalina Island.
That's going to be a surprise to the Wrigleys. They think they own it.
Wait a minute. How can they own it if we've got the grant?
We don't have the grant.
We will have the grant once we find it.
Why didn't anyone in this family claim the island before?
Because your uncle only found it himself a month ago.
I'm not buying this.
And compared to the Spanish settlement of 1773, the Wrigley purchase is a relatively new claim, so to speak.
And one, that would be thrown over in favor of the grant.
But without the
We
grant,
have no claim.
But if we find
In
it,
24 hours?
it's yours.
Ours.
No one if it's not found.
Then let's get started.
start it. How's your eyesight, Sanders? Up the reading microphone? How's your Spanish, dear? Mrs. Justin, do you know what a land grant looks like? When's the last time you saw one? Where was the last one you saw? Start it, where and with whom?
All right, so we're not who you can pick for the job, but we're all we've got, and we can't just sit here doing nothing.
Oh, what do you suggest? A Ouija board? How about a full-blown seance with floating horns, drafts through closed windows, and a voice calling out from beyond? You can so much in there!
We've got to do something.
That's a great suggestion. Wait a minute, I've got it. We'll strip the house. There's got to be enough money in the rugs alone to give us, all of us, a comfortable nest egg.
These are antiques.
And all those statues in the hallway, Uncle would never let any of us touch them. They've got to be worth something.
The carving knives are silver.
And the coffee service,
And if this is signed,
And the first of this is ours.
All part of the estate.
The setting on a Spanish land grant.
that no one is going to believe.
Without the grant.
Exactly. If I may be so bold.
What are we driving ourselves crazy for? It's so simple. All we have to do is get to the Hall of Records in LA. They've got to have it on the records there. Then we take our time looking for the money, the actual copy of the grant, and all the certificates.
Okay, how about that?
I'm afraid not.
For God's sakes, man, why not?
You can't leave the island.
What?
That's one of the conditions of the will.
Why?
Edwin Randolph was a mystery fan. You know, Poe, Doyle, Simmons. He thought it'd be humorous if...
Humorous, locked in the spook house, tearing up floorboards, searching rooms that no one's been in for years, finding God knows what in dark corners, all covered in cobwebs.
10 little Indians, huh?
A Reader's Digest version.
What are you two thinking?
Oh, nothing at all.
I know you better than that.
Now, Mr. Randolph, if you're thinking to reenact the story with all those murders, I should warn you that...
Oh, well, I really must be going now. So sorry I'll miss the treasure hunt. Pity I'll miss all the excitement.
If you just be so kind as to mail our check each year.
I'm sorry, but everyone must remain here. The conditions of the will are very specific on that point. Stay and you inherit. Leave and you don't.
I'm willing to stay anywhere for $20 million. What's the worst thing that could happen? Stranded tourists raiding the refrigerator? Sunburned surfers banging on our door demanding our cash of copper zone?
Bats in the attic, snakes, a skeleton or two unearthed behind the paneling, a decapitated head rolling down the stairs like hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. And in the morning, we'll all be as mad as Betty Davis, and they'll come and get us like they came and got her.
If something happens, we can always call the cops.
The phones have been disconnected and no one will be able to enter through the electrified fence for the next 4 hours.
Or get out.
We're prisoners.
It's only for 24 hours. That's almost $1 million an hour.
Will you be joining us in the treasure hunt, sir?
If you all insist,
I thought the executor was supposed to remain neutral.
an extra set of eyes could help.
He has a point, sir.
And if I might find it, you could say perhaps giving me a...
Piece of action.
I was going to call the finder's fee.
This way we can watch them.
And each other.
I certainly hope you don't think
I certainly do. I think all of us would.
Including yourself, dear.
What's mine is yours.
Ours!
Both the Raven, nevermore.
We had this right. We need a plan.
We had a plan, yours.
All right, so it wasn't the best plan.
And throw it all on the floor and crawl around it. That's what you call a plan?
Then you come up with something better.
Nevermore, nevermore.
But someone shut that damn bird up. I mean, who ever heard of a bird floating tall?
It's a raven, sir.
I can see that.
Well, what do you expect it to quote Byron? It's a raven, for God's sake.
You're as crazy as he is.
Nevermore, nevermore. And the Raven, never sitting, still a sitting, still a sitting.
I'm gonna kill it.
You can't touch it. It's part of the estate.
Look! What is it?
Is it the grant?
Come on, if we got it.
It's some sort of a poem.
Read it.
It doesn't make any sense.
And what we're doing good?
Perhaps it's a clue.
He's right. If Uncle Edward was loony enough to set this up in the first place, he probably left clues.
Okay, read it. But I think it's a waste of time.
Whose was it? His who was gone? Where was the shadow? Under the elm? How was it stepped? North by 10 and by 10? East by 5 and by 5? West by 1 and by 1? South by 2 and by 2? Sounds like a clue to you. It sounds like gibberish to me.
I've heard it before. I'm sure of it.
It's from one of his favorites. He even had a first edition of it.
What?
Read it out loud to me on several occasions.
What?
You're right.
What is it?
The Musgrave Ritual. Of course.
A Sherlock Holmes story, sir, where a crown was buried and not found again for centuries.
I remember that one. And the butler and the maid tried to steal it. And the maid disappeared. And the butler was walled up alive under a big stone. Ah, but that was just a story. No one's going to wall up anyone here. Are they? Of course not. And the butler certainly isn't going to try to steal it, is he?
Certainly not.
And you're not going anywhere, are you? Of course not, madam.
It might be a clue.
If it is, and we follow the ritual, we'll end up with a crown and a dead butler.
Madam,
Sorry, Sanders. I was just supposing.
I don't know about a crown, but we might find a grant. And unless you have a better idea, I say we follow the story.
As long as there's no dead bodies.
Not yet.
Funny.
Fight later. We've only got 20 hours left.
19 hours, 47 minutes until a representative from the bank will be here to seal off the estate if the grant hasn't been found.
Let's get at it then. The first thing to do is find a copy of the story.
may I suggest that Mr. and Mrs. Randolph measure the shadow, as ritual suggests, while the rest of us look for the book.
I think we should stay together.
My trust doesn't run all that deep either, but if we just sit here doing nothing, we're not going to have anything to steal from each other.
And what if the story doesn't match up with all of this? What then?
It doesn't match up now. There's no elms on the estate.
That's the ballgame.
There are 2 trees right out that window.
But if we're following the story, it has to be an elm.
Well, we're not. Anyways, if we were, we'd end up with a buried crown.
And a dead butler. Sorry, Peter. I was just helping to make a point.
Come on, dear. Let's go measure a shadow.
There's a long tape in the shed, sir, and a ball of twine. I think maybe I should stay.
Why? He's here to watch everyone.
Who's going to watch him?
I trust him more than I trust you.
Thank you, Mr. Randolph.
I don't trust either of you.
Come on, let's go.
All right, but quickly.
All right, let's get it. Mr. Mead, what we're looking for is a thin-bound, leather-brown book with gold lettering about this big.
How big?
This big.
I'll start with one still on the shelf.
I'll take this shelf here.
And I'll go through these and work my way towards Sandy.
Good.
I think I've got it.
Let me see that. Megray and the Headless Corpse. This is feminine, not Doyle.
Sorry.
That's all right, Mead. It's going to be a long hunt.
What do you suppose they're all doing on the floor?
Looking for it the same way we did, dear.
Runs like a rite of passage, wouldn't you say?
More like a waste of time, I'd say.
Oh, you've just forgotten the thrill of the hunt.
I remember, after all the poisoning and bloodshed we all did to each other, none of us ever found the ghastly monster.
Do you think they will?
I hope so. I'm very tired of living behind the pantry.
I just remembered, Uncle kept books on his bedside table. I'll go look up there, and you guys keep looking down here.
If they find it, snap the end and we can rest at last.
Yeah.
Oh, Ridgely, ever the Testament? Have you know, you've lost all your enthusiasm.
Yes, dear.
Maybe we good.
No, dear.
Since we know the place where it isn't, we could just give them hints.
It's not allowed.
We just don't know what you.
No.
But if they find it, then we can crash that lab up there together. Isn't that what we talk about all the time?
But if anyone up there finds out we help them, then we'll be stuck down here forever. And forever is a very long time to live behind the camera.
What do we have to lose? So far, no one's come close to finding it.
You're wrong.
Who's come close? I don't remember anybody coming closer than we did.
In 1923, Dickie Randolph came close before his brother murdered him.
But that's the problem. Every time someone comes close, bang, it's all over, and we're back behind the paneling again. If we don't win one of these sets of relatives a hand to, we'll be behind the paneling forever. Do you hear me? Forever.
I hear you. I heard you. Oh, Lord, behind the paneling forever.
But just be a little bit.
Maybe we could get away with it if we're very careful.
Wonderful.
They might hear you.
They can't hear ghosts.
Not them. Them.
Oh, just be found and getting out.
Only if they find it. And don't forget, no one has 90 years. And this group only has 24 hours. I'd call them a long shot, wouldn't you?
Someone came close. You said so yourself.
That only counts in fortunes, dear.
All we have to do is keep them from murdering each other long enough for them to find it.
That's not going to be easy. Trust doesn't run very deep here.
Ridgely, do you realize how many ghosts of how many past generations are crammed in behind the panel, waiting for someone to find that money? You know, if your sister were here, we'd have more of a chance.
You have to be murdered in the house to hunt it. Murdering someone else in it doesn't count.
She should have thought about that before she let the state execute her for murdering you.
It's hard to plan those things in advance.
Can't you do anything?
What do you expect me to do? Ghosts can't conjure up other ghosts.
I don't see why not. We do have the inside track.
Even if we do, I wouldn't know how. I was an accountant here, not a psychic.
And you'll try?
I didn't say I would.
Ridgely.
And I didn't say I could
Try
either.
to catch her up, see? No one else behind the panel ever wants to help. They're just content to wander back and forth, rattle a few chains and play cards.
We don't even know if she's still down here.
If we're here, she's here too. That's the way it works. No one goes up until everybody does. No one does that until someone finds the money without murdering everybody else first. Try and catch her on the tail. That was the last place she was.
All right, I'll try. This was never going to work.
Keep trying.
Do you see her yet? Has she materialized yet? Any ectoplasm floating around?
Ridgely, will you be serious? This will never work unless you're serious.
I'm serious.
Keep trying. Remember how damp it is behind the paneling here. You've had a cold ever since you died. Do you want to sniffle your way through eternity?
Cece, are you out there? Not if you can hear me.
Sorry.
That was the master's favorite bookend.
I thought,
As did I.
keep trying.
Judith, it's not all that easy. Remember, the draft here. Cece, I summon you. Cece, knock 3 times if you can hear me.
You did it.
I did, didn't I?
What did she keep knocking?
I don't know. This is my first time, then.
It's wrong. You did something wrong. Here, let me try. Cece, it's me, Judith. Can you hear me? Knock 3 times if you can hear me.
I got that far myself.
I had to do very much, but I had to establish contact.
Now see what you can do about getting her to materialize. As one ghost to another.
I was just getting to that. Cece, come here to me. I don't know what's wrong.
I do. She's lost behind the family. Happens to me all the time. Cece, can you hear me? What else not? Cece, answer me.
How the hell do I get out of here?
Yes, Cece, all right. Follow my voice, Cece. Come toward my voice.
Oh,
Are you all right?
somebody wants to skateboard next year.
I found this last time we went through all this, and I thought I'd give it a try.
Well, the spirit Chester's passages. Who are all those people playing cards? And lost the land grant, and they've only got 24 hours to find it in.
Oh, no.
You better help us help them find it.
I thought that wasn't allowed.
They don't know about it.
Isn't that a bit dangerous? I mean, if they find out, we could be stuck down here forever, or worse.
We're desperate. Living behind the family all these years has been terrible. Well, it's virtually constant sniffle.
It hasn't been any better road to flying to jail either. They shut off the heat at 10 o'clock. There's no air conditioning, and the food, I don't know how to describe it.
You're a ghost. Ghosts don't eat.
I know that, but if I did eat, I wouldn't eat that.
Can we get back to the problem again? We do have less than 24 hours to solve it.
But they're going about it the same way we did. Throw it all on the floor and crawl around on it. But these three don't resemble the family very much. Were they adopted?
They're not family. That one there in the two-piece suit that sends them to the lawyer. That one there dusting off each book is the butler, and the other one's the housekeeper.
What happened to the family? Didn't they get left anything? I mean, I don't know how I feel about helping strangers get it after all these years.
They're running around looking for clues while they let these three clean up their mess.
Do you think we can get away with it?
If we're very careful, no one finds out. Either them or them.
Ah, what the hell, I'll take a shot at it. I think I really came close last time.
First, we need to steer them away from where we know it is. Now, since Ridgely and I know it's not outside, we'll try to coax our great-great-grandson and his wife back inside. Right now, they're tramping around in the weeds doing who knows what with a ball of twine.
You stay here and help these three clean up the mess. And be careful they don't know you're helping.
Don't worry, they won't notice a thing.
Did you see that?
Exactly what that are you talking about?
That book just floated by and put itself on the shelf.
Oh, yes. That's that I saw. Mr. Meade, did you see? Mr. Meade, Mrs. Jessel, Mr. Randolph, Miss Kaya, Madam.
Oh, dear Ridgely's going to be furious.
What's going on?
Were you attacked? Someone broke in. I knew something like this would happen.
Sanders, what's going on?
What's wrong with your head?
I think I know.
He's flat out. She's the same.
Sanders, answer me. What went on in here? A book. By itself. Off and across. No one there. Onto the shelf. Couldn't drive. Won't you? You're not making any sense. Trying? Yes. Saw it. All saw. They fainted. Called you. Need a drink. In a nutshell, sir.
What's he talking about?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Someone broke in, I'm sure of it.
Floating book.
This is getting us nowhere.
I saw, Sanders, did you see it?
What's going on?
Anyone have any smelling salts? We've still got one down. Sanders, give me that scotch. Hand it over. I need it more than you do.
A bit early, isn't it? Even for you.
It's for Mrs. Jessel. There, that did the trick. She's coming around.
Mrs. Jessel, please try and remember what happened.
What?
Oh, for God's sake, pour the whole damn thing down. Mrs. Jessel, please try and tell us what happened without fainting.
Do try, Mrs. Jessel. We're not doing too good getting it out of Sanders or Mr. Meade.
The book rose up all by itself and put
watch.
Are we supposed to believe this house is haunted? Well, I'm not buying it. It's a trick set up to scare us off. And I'm not being scared off by some cheap flying book trick. Are you with me? No way.
What happened to my sister-in-law, who is afraid of skeletons in the closets and bats in the hallway?
I reconsider.
You recounted the assets?
It's a matter of principle.
As in capital?
Ladies! Now you say you saw a 40 book.
Yes. Was it a big book or a little book?
Will you keep out of this?
It might be a clue.
It is haunted, you know. The house.
Don't tell me you believe in those stories.
You haven't lived here, sir. You haven't heard the strange sounds from behind the paneling, especially on cold, damp nights.
Strange sounds, Mr. Randolph. Like someone is sniffling.
A ghost with a cold!
It sounds just like that, sir. It does.
We don't have time for this. We've got to find the grant. Now, if everyone is sufficiently recovered, Sanders,
I'm all right.
Mrs. Jessel, sufficiently recovered.
I'm fine, sir.
I feel much better, too.
I shouldn't wonder. You didn't get too much accomplished here, did you?
Well, sir.
What's this?
What is it?
It appears to be a blueprint of the house. From the double wine cellars below, up to the widow's walk.
That's strange. I haven't seen it here before.
This is weird. The walls are drawn at uneven thicknesses, like they have hidden hallways behind them.
Maybe the draftsman's ruler was broken.
No, look, they meet at the corners to form 90-degree angles, like little pockets.
Like little rooms?
Secret rooms behind the paneling. This is where I start my own search.
Alone?
No, I'll take Mrs. Jessel with me. I would like to search somewhere else away from the book, if you don't mind.
That's a good idea. Barbara, why don't you go see what you can find in the kitchen?
And keep Mrs. Jessel with you.
I won't be too far from Madam. You can count on that.
Glad to hear it. Aren't you, Barbara?
Thrilled. Come on, Mrs. Jessel, shake a leg. I don't want to lose sight of you.
In a pig's eye.
I don't understand it. I mean, it wasn't here before.
There's something else that has just appeared.
What?
This.
What is it?
A skateboard.
So, lots of kids have them.
Kids? Sanders?
Children? Certainly not. Mr. Randolph had adversity towards them. Too undisciplined. Fingerprints on the walls, mud in the hallways. No children here.
Well, I got here somehow.
There was a young man, a cousin, I think, who visited, but he didn't stay the entire day.
There, that's it. It was his. End of mystery.
But that was 20 years ago.
And it just turned up today. Don't you call that odd?
You think it's another clue? I doubt it, sir. I don't remember a mystery story with a skateboard in it.
Sanders, when's the last time you saw those blueprints? 20 years ago, too?
No, sir. Much longer than that. Years and years ago.
Try and be a little bit more specific.
I'll try, sir. It was after reading a will like this in the 1920s. Now that is odd, sir, isn't it? It turning up after all these years, and just at the same type of gathering, too.
Do you remember anything special about that will reading?
Well, that was when poor Richard Randolph was heir to the estate. Dickie, they all called him. Poor Mr. Randolph met his end right here in this room.
He died here?
His brother killed him for the inheritance.
In the blood, brother. What happened to the brother?
I'm afraid he didn't fare all too well either, sir. His wife murdered him for the money.
Here, too?
No, in the hallway, actually.
The money, Sanders. Did they ever find the money?
I thought you knew, sir. No one's ever found the money. Not since it was first hidden 90 years ago.
And the land grant. Was that hidden 90 years ago also?
Oh, no, sir. That was lost 90 years ago. But when Mr. Randolph found it, he thought hiding it would add on. He was very proud of the idea.
He didn't by any chance. While the two of you were chatting away. Happen to tell you where he hid in the land grant?
Certainly not.
A joke.
Gesundheit.
Sanders, no one sneezed.
Something did, sir, and it never hurts to give the benefit of the doubt.
There's no such thing as ghosts.
I have to say, from what I've seen so far, Sanders has a good idea.
We're losing time.
Mead, back to the book. Sanders,
Sanders, maybe you should go and make us all some coffee. And make some for yourself, too.
Yes, I think that might be best.
Mead, have we gone through this pile yet? Mead? That's strange.
What?
Mead, he was just here, and now he's gone.
Maybe he followed Sanders to the kitchen. Sanders wasn't really all that steady, you know.
Yeah, but
Leave it, will you? Maybe the guy has rubber soles. We've got to get back to searching. Now, according to the blueprint, there are multiple cellars under here. 6, it looks like. Are you listening to me?
what?
Give it all. We don't have time for this. We've got to find the grant, unless you want to spend the rest of our lives searching phone booths for loose change or mugging Hare Krishnas on Hollywood Boulevard for lunch money.
We could get Jack.
I want that money. I deserve it.
We deserve it.
Well then, we better find it. Because if my pretty wife gets her hands on her share, you can kiss those polo ponies of yours goodbye. So on Bel Air Estate, below furnished studio, city apartment. Without a look, goodbye.
We could fight her in court. We're the blood relatives.
It'd be a moot point if she gets it first.
But the land grant,
Sell it, if I were her, as fast as I could.
she couldn't do it, could she?
With proof of ownership, she can do anything she wants. And there's nothing we can do or say.
Not exactly.
Wait a minute, I never counted on murder.
You want your share of the money? Then you do your share of the work.
I mean, I never really wanted to kill anyone.
We are going to do it.
Well then, we better figure out how to do it. I mean, we can't just bump her off, stuff her in the trunk, because when somebody disappears, somebody notices.
We'll make it look like an accident.
Oh, an accident that just happened to happen while we were all searching for her 20 million.
Tough to buy.
Tough to buy.
How about a struggle? She tried to murder you for your half of inheritance, and you defend yourself.
A bang and the gun goes off.
What gun? You don't own a gun. You don't even know how to shoot one. When we were kids, I'm the one who loaded the cat's pistol.
Bang, there's just a figure of speech.
And then how are you going to do it?
We, dear sister, how are we going to do it?
And then we, dear brother, how are we going to do her in?
Push her off the roof.
With our luck, all she'll do is sprain an ankle.
Poison her.
In self-defense?
I guess not.
Hardly.
Oh, we could drive her crazy, like Charles Boyer did in Gaslight, then have her committed.
In 24 hours?
Then you come up with something better.
I will. Pop her over the head with this. One evenly placed hit should do it.
Oh, what am I supposed to say? Barbara, dear, would you be so kind as to stand right here and don't move so I can give you one evenly placed hit?
Then sneak up behind her and aim. You can do that, can't you?
I don't know. The situation never came up.
It'll be easy. You'll see. Now I'll go to the kitchen, tell her you need your help, and keep Mrs. Jekyll busy.
What about me and Sanders? We can't have them come bounding in here at that instant when I give her one evenly placed hit.
I'll keep them all in the kitchen.
How?
I don't know. Tell them the coffee's too strong, too weak, too something. But hurry, because I can't keep them in there forever.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Have you ever tried to mug a Hare Krishna before? I don't think it'll be that easy.
Well, hurry up before I lose my nerve. I thought you were,
Bookcase. Move. Here. There's not. Got lost. Kept knocking. Couldn't find it.
You've got to get out of here now.
Out? No. Just got back.
You're supposed to be with Sanders.
Sanders. Wall moved. Here. Then not. Got lost. I saw. Yes.
You not making any sense.
Yes. I'm not.
You've got to get to the kitchen now.
Kitchen? But I must find Sanders.
Sanders is in the kitchen. Go to the kitchen as fast as you can and find him. Oh, thank God he's gone. Now, where should I stand? This side? No. This side? Yeah, that's it. Barbara baby will walk in.
Jason? Jason, are you here? Jason, what do you want me for? Jason! Oh, no, you can't do that. What are you doing with your arms in the air?
It's gone.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, the poker. I mean, the poem. I was looking for a copy of the poem that the bird was moving, and it's gone.
Is that what you called me in here for?
Yes, dear.
Jason, you know if you keep on like this, you're going to turn into a nutcase like your uncle.
The frozen leg of lamb. No, it takes too long to freeze one. The chicken legs. Guy murdered his wife, chopped her up, and beat her to death with chicken legs. No, there's no chicken. I got it. The old rug by the fireplace bit. Barbara will walk in and... Barbara dear, can you come in here?
What do you want, Jason?
I've got to talk to you. I've got to talk to you now.
I'm serving this lunch. Can't wait till I'm finished.
No, this is very important. I must speak to you now.
All right, I'm coming.
Where to sit? This chair would be nice.
What was the important and quick wing?
I've got
I've seen him before.
not this section. You haven't seen this section.
Jason,
I found something new.
all right, if you think it's important, but if we don't all pitch in and do our share, we'll never get this place certified for nothing. Okay, I'm looking at the blueprint. What am I supposed to be looking for?
Not there. You can't see it from there. You've got to stand a little bit more to the right.
I can see it from here.
Do it for me. Trust me.
There better be some kind of agreement for this.
There is. Trust me.
What are you doing out here?
Trapdoor.
What?
Trapdoor. All good murder mysteries have one.
Under a stone heart?
It's possible.
Jason, listen to me. You're starting to go over the edge. The woman or the seven one. Try to do so. Go find something. The grand pen. If nothing else, find Nancy Sanders. But in the meantime, I'm going back up to the sunboard. And Jason, try to remember what I'm going to say next. Don't call me in here again. Do you understand?
Yes, dear.
Good.
I don't understand it. I mean, it worked before.
Jason!
Kaya, I've got to talk to you now.
Jason, come out here and help me first, please.
This isn't working. No, this isn't working at all.
Oh, I was looking for Mrs.
Thank you.
For Mr. Randolph. Sanders, where are you? Sanders!
You go left, and I'll go right.
Where the hell is he?
I thought you had it. There we go. Oh, that's correct. Grab him.
Oh,
Got him.
got someone. Oops, wrong one. Obviously more than we thought.
Which one you have?
I think it's the lawyer.
Well, hold on. There he goes again.
He's coming this way. I'll get him.
I never do that.
Quick, the city's fading. If we don't get it now, it's going to be days before it surfaces again.
Mr. Me, where on earth have you been? Everyone's been looking for you. Well, when they haven't been looking for the money and the grant, they've been looking for you.
I've been behind a paneling. Do you believe that?
Oh, yes.
You do? Thank goodness. I was beginning to doubt it myself.
Is that where Sanders is too?
How did you know?
There's a lot of people behind the paneling. They come out, drink my coffee, go back again, and books go through the air, and I need a little more scotch.
You shouldn't drink so much.
And if I don't, will books stop floating and paneling stop opening?
Probably not.
Then I'll have some more scotch. Oh no, that's right. I poured it all into the coffee pot. Oh well, I'll just have a little bit of this wine. That's that bottle of food. You see, now the wine's floating.
Hey, you see it too.
And movie candles, and every once in a while, a sort of sneeze. Haunted, wouldn't you say, Mr. Meade?
It could be a trick to scare us off from the money. Or not, as the case may be.
Mr. Meade, what would you say to teaming up?
Mrs. Jessup.
In the search, Mr. Meade, the search.
Oh, of course, yes. What do you mean?
50-50,
What?
60-40, but I'll not give up a penny more.
A sort of finder's fee.
I thought you'd understand. Of course, if there weren't as many relatives, there'd be a lot more money to the finder's fee.
What are you trying to say?
I don't think I can make it much clearer.
Murder?
Oh no, I could never do that. Disappearance. That I could do.
Where?
Behind the paneling. Everything else ends up back there, and everything else comes back again. And by the time they come back, we'd be gone. Now
None of this is legal or moral.
it'd be much easier and less messy than, say, hitting them over the head with a poker. That's strange. The poker's gone.
We might get caught.
I wonder where it went to. We never find them, not having taken 6 hours just to find the butler, which they haven't done yet.
Mrs. Jessup.
You think about it.
Mrs. Jessup, me and Mr. Randolph need you.
Coming, Miss Kaya. I'll be back.
About time, we have another problem.
Sanders, you all right?
14 bottles of beer, too long. No, I did that one already, didn't I? 13. No, I did that one too. I got it. I'll start all over again. Right. 99 bottles of beer.
Thank goodness I couldn't have stood another verse.
I'll get you some black coffee. That's what you need, black coffee. I know where Mrs. Jessup keeps it. Don't move.
He won't, I guarantee that. Something's happened.
What else has gone wrong?
The lawyer and housekeeper are planning on pushing Jason and his wife behind the table.
Not a bad idea. See, well, it's more creative than what our housekeeper tried on us. Anyone knows you can smell almonds when you poison someone's arsenic.
The point isn't how creative they're killing one another, but how long the lead can keep them from doing it.
I don't have the energy. I really don't.
Send me back to jail. The long, cold corridors, the hot cells.
Will you both try to remember why we're here?
Dear, you were running the marathon back there. Have a heart. Let us rest.
We don't have time.
Mrs. Jessup, I've been looking for you.
Just a minute, Mr. B. I have to get a crowbar first. Oh.
Oh,
It's for the packing crate.
oh, of course, yes. I'll meet you inside.
What's the coming back?
Get up, Stevie.
Can't. Nope, not even my little finger. Look, even that scar now.
If I can conjure you from the jail to here, I can conjure you to Nome, Alaska, in the middle of winter, in a blizzard with walls circling you with...
I have the feeling back in my fingers.
I thought you might.
Everyone who's ever looked for it thinks it's buried in the cellar. They missed the point of the clues that Edwin left. And so under. He missed the cellar. I'm sure of it. I'm afraid my clue didn't work either.
Not your fault, dear. They probably just didn't know the story. Not everyone's a boatman like we are.
Thank you, dear.
Amontillado, a very good clue.
Come on, Sanders, snap out of it.
Mr. Meade, what happened to me?
I'm afraid they got you.
They?
Them, behind the paneling.
Oh, yes, there's a lot of them back there. Playing cards and, oh, my head. What happened to my...
Gosh.
Oh, I'm terribly embarrassed. I don't know what came over me. I've never in all my years of service...
Don't worry about it, Sanders. We're all a little off-center today. Here, drink this. It'll sober you up.
Why don't we just drag him downstairs and push him in the cellar?
That would be enough to scare them to death. You forgot that the point is you should be alive.
At the rate they're going, that's not going to be easy.
It doesn't look like we're ever going to get out of here.
Are you both giving up? We had no other choice but find it for them.
In 6 hours when we couldn't find it in 90 years.
Last time we tried, we were just like them, and each other's throats. But if we all work together, all of us will mobilize everyone.
Some of them haven't moved the muscles since they died.
It'd be a waste of time if we found the 20 million and the 6 of them had already bumped each other off.
Then we'll have to give them a reason to stay in the room.
Take out the sharp objects first.
I've got it. We'll make them think it's hidden in here.
We've spent 10 hours already finding out it's not.
Then we'll have to convince them they're wrong.
They take the books down, put them back again, ripped up the rug, pulled the stuffing out of the chairs. For heaven's sakes, they even torn through the lining of the bird cage. What else is there to do in here?
We'll have them take the fireplace apart.
Why in the world would they want to do that?
Because that's where it's hidden.
Is it?
No, but they don't know that.
Well, then how are we going to convince them? It's not exactly an idea that jumps to mind by itself.
Give them something to find. Like $320 won't be.
You can't just put a note on the mantelpiece saying, this way to buried treasure.
But Uncle Edwin can.
He's dead.
So are we, but we can still manage a thing or two. Like a long-lost diary.
What diary?
The one I'm going to write for Uncle Edwin.
I had the perfect one you gave it to me just before.
Well, I didn't need it anymore, dear.
Starting to open again.
What was that, sir?
Nothing, Sanders. Just talking to myself.
I know how that is.
Drink the coffee.
Very good, sir.
How fast can you write that diary?
I only need 1 page. It'll look as if it's a new one he wrote the day he died.
Coincidentally.
We only have time for coincidences.
Here it is, dear.
These two are settled in for the duration.
According to this, the books in the entire 3rd floor, 4 rooms on the 2nd floor, and the very assorted closets here and there, which would put them about... Here, some portion adjoining closets.
Then where are the crates they're crowbarring open?
Canning cupboard, which means they're searching through dill pickles and peach preserves.
Any chance it's there, we wouldn't want to stop them from actually finding it.
Mr. Meade! Here comes the housekeeper. Virgil, you keep writing while Stacy and I get the other 3 in here.
Oh, thank heaven. You found it.
Sanders, what in the world happened to you?
To be completely honest, Mrs. Jessel, I don't think you believe a word of it.
Don't bet on it. What's wrong with him?
He's been seeing things.
I believe that. Mr. Meade, can you hear me? Mr. Meade!
Oh, Mrs. Jessel. I've been looking for you. We had to talk about... Oh,
That's okay. We're gonna need his help. What's that for?
I thought it might persuade old Mrs. Randolph to get behind the paneling.
Sanders, would you like to live on $50,000 a year or $1 million now?
What did you have in mind?
Mr. Meade, I see you've decided to join us.
I've been behind the, tool shed.
What on earth for?
Or,
Mr. Meade, where have you been? We've been struggling with packing crates and... Good heavens, Sanders, you're here too. Where have you been?
I was,
Never mind. We're all here now and... We're not all here. Where's Jason? He was here minutes ago.
Looking for trapdoors.
What?
Never mind. Just probably searching for secret things behind Stanley.
that's possible.
Jason, where have you been?
You'll not believe what I found.
Probably not.
I was searching through the hall closet, and this fell off the shelf.
By itself.
As a matter of fact, it did. It hit me right in the head.
I thought so.
Whose is it?
Uncle.
And you just happen to have another clue. Jason, when all this is over, you can seek help.
I'm sure about this one.
Your last clue cost me a pair of Christian Dior stockings.
who gives a damn about your stockings?
I think we should read it, unless you have a better idea.
Not one would make any more sense.
It looks as if he wrote it the day he died. Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you. October 16th, 1991. I hid in the grant where they'll never find it, and now I'm having second thoughts.
Oh, great.
I don't care if they find the money or not, but if they don't find the grant, I can't read the next part. Then it says, I shouldn't have hidden the grant.
I can agree with that.
They'll never find it. The stonemason did too good a job putting the stones back in the fireplace after...
The fireplace? He walled it up in the fireplace? Don't just stand there. Help me up. We'll get the things from the shed.
There's hammers in the kitchen closet.
In a crowbar on the sunboard we can use the wedge.
The fireplace. It has to be in the fireplace. I mean, it's so cold, so bright, so perfect. He knew we'd spend the remainder of the 24 hours searching the whole house, and not just in one room. And that's what makes it the perfect height.
Jason, dear,
What?
why is she still alive?
Who?
Your wife, my sister-in-law, the one we agreed to murder, remember?
I tried. I really did. But it's not that easy to murder someone in this house.
There's still time.
In front of the rest of them,
Somehow, I don't think they'd mind.
Oh, this too, sir.
yeah, that's great.
We have them. Got it.
All right, let's get at it.
Oh, wait.
What for?
Have you ever torn down a fireplace before?
Of course not.
Well, no one else has either, and it seems like a lot of work and time spent on something we're not sure is a hiding place.
Well, I am. I refuse to believe that anyone hid $20 million in an old shoebox, no matter how nutty they were.
All we have to go on is a page in a diary, and we're ready to give up our last few hours. I want more proof.
It has to be here. I mean, he wrote it down.
Miss Kaya is correct. These stones are very big and very... Oh my goodness! Look!
Oh my God, the money! Where did you find it?
They're $20 gold pieces! All right, we've got to be careful. The whole thing can fall down on top of us at any given moment. We've got to take the stones out quickly.
And carefully.
All right, first things first. Me, you and Kai take the stones to the right. Mr. Jessel, you and Margaret take the stones to the left. Me and Sanders will dig out the cracks.
You take this Harold down to the first cellar. Phyllis, you and Steve take the second. Harold the third, Virgil and Smithers the fourth, down on Price the fifth, Horses now takes the sixth. Everybody else, fan out.
leaves us with exactly...
We know what time it is, me. We've known what time it is every 15 minutes, thanks to your digital watch and its damn times.
It has to be in the fireplace because we're never hiding in a shoebox.
I still think I was right.
Jason, look at it. We have left no stone unturned. Literally.
It has to be here. I mean, he wrote it down.
Give up! We lost! But not without a fight.
Still got 15 minutes left.
14.
I'm not giving up.
Good, then you keep banging away at it.
You can't just sit there.
Jason, I have blisters on top of calluses on parts of my body that no longer move. I don't think I can move anymore either. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure of it.
Sanders, I think Mr. Randolph would have wanted me to die in peace. So if you don't mind, sir, I'll just stay lying here on the floor.
Well, I'm using the last, how many minutes, me?
12.
Dozen minutes to find it myself.
Good, dear. Lots of luck.
They're at it again.
Oh my God, I found it! The money! It's the grant! Got it! What did I find? What did I find?
Guys, what did I find? That's the American Cal Kilby got for it 90 years ago.
And what's all this?
Edwin Randolph's stock portfolio in his $20 million.
You mean there was two inheritances? Sanders, how much was the first one worth?
$20 million in its today.
Perhaps 60 now at auction.
That is 10 wins each. Besides, we've still got the original $20 million and the land grant.
We do?
We do. Don't they look happy, dear?
Not as happy as you do, dear.
Me too. What is it?
I thought I heard voices.
Jason, there are no such things as ghosts.
Watch out!
Good.